Now, I'm Howard Phillips Lovecraft, and I don't know where you are in the world, but here in the American Middle West, we are starting to feel that cloying creep of approaching autumn. Hoary winter is starting to stir in its slumber, and the pumpkin spice doth flow generously. But all that aside, today's question comes from a young person who wants to know my thoughts on how the act of going to the cinema has changed over the decades. And it has changed quite a bit. When I was first alive, cinema was in its infancy, and I got to see it develop and grow, and there was a real sense of ritual about going to the cinema. You would dress up, you would go with your fellow citizens, sit through the newsreel and enjoy your film and feel like you were part of something larger. But then, like with all commercial enterprises, it became more industrialized over the decades and became more consumeristic until there was no sense of culture, no sense of ritual. And instead, it was merely a perfunctory act. People would cram into their seats with their popcorn and their sugary drinks and watch mindlessly whatever blockbuster was up on the screen before scurrying back out into their cars, never really looking at one another, never truly engaging with this act of going out to see the movies. But that's changed once again. And it's partly to do with the plethora of entertainment choices with which you now face in this modern era. Going to the movies is no longer the default social act. Instead, it's something that's done mindfully. People can stay home and watch all the films or television they want on their giant screens with their Netflix and their Hulus and whatnot, so that going to the cinema is a real choice once again. And as such, people are beginning to rediscover that sense of ritual, that sense of mindfulness, and it's very exciting to see. Although all the ritual and all the mindfulness won't help you if your cinematic options are not particularly good. I learned this at my expense when I went out the other night to go see what I thought was a film about a consumptive Parisian courtesan called M.O.G., which turned out to be something else entirely. As always, I'm Howard Phillips Lovecraft. Thank you.